Hey everyone, it's me. After what did it seem like? It feels like it's been 5 hours later. I am still not live. Oh my gosh. I've been trying to go live on my pad and my phone to realize that YouTube has changed their terms and agreements with their YouTube creators and made it so that if you don't have over 1,000 subscribers, you cannot be mobilely, you can't go live, apparently, on a mobile device like a pad or a phone. You can't go live, which is very unfortunate because I am a public speaker and a live YouTube content creator before I was my hiatus. And it's kind of hard for me to do these pre-recorded videos because I have to think fast on my feed. I am more conscious about wanting to edit things and stuff like that. And I don't like editing. I really don't. And I'm trying not to think about editing as I'm talking to you all. Oh my goodness. And that is partly why I wanted to go live, because I didn't have to worry about editing. And that's partly why I loved to go live before. But and I was trying to go on my laptop to go live. I don't know if it's the laptop or the internet connection or what the is the problem, but my laptop did not want to go live either, and I had my camera ready, I had my ice ball ready, I had everything ready to go live. Oh my goodness. So frustrating. And I don't know how to fix it, aside from telling everybody to spread the word, tell your friends, tell your aunties, tell your hubbies that you don't even have to ding the bell to watch my YouTube videos. Please just subscribe so I can go live again, for all of you guys that really do love my tarot talks, live tarot talks. That is going to be my shout out. If you like my live tarot talks, you're going to have to do something to help me out, to help you out, to get back into the groove again, because I'm feeling like I'm really wanting to go back in the groove again, and I'm hoping next week, fingers crossed, that nothing goes on in my personal life or my other kind of life, that I could make this a thing. And that's another reason why I don't like pre-recorded videos, is because it already uploads it, you know? When you're waiting 2 hours to already pre-upload a YouTube video, it gets kind of cumbersome. Oh my goodness. So, no further ado, I'll talk about a few things that I was going to talk in my live chat. I guess that's what we're going to do. Oh my goodness. So, I'm going to have to quickly get everything organized, and hopefully I'll see you in 5 seconds. I was going to show you some of my favorite Hangman cards from my deck collection. And now that I'm on a pre-recorded video, it's a little harder to shuffle around and not think about pausing the video, let me look at what I got, and then come back to you. So, some of my thoughts about Hangman and Hangman cards. I actually really don't like the artwork of the Hangman all the time. That's actually kind of a funny point to make, because I was going to say, okay, I have 5 of my favorite Hangman cards. Oh my goodness, where do I begin? So Hangman actually really isn't one of my favorite cards in most tarot decks, believe it or not, and I've seen some pretty cool things on the, if you're not following Simon, I don't know what you're doing with your life, from Hermit's Cave. But that's the Facebook group that I'm really watching and following. And I'm actually doing a lot more on Facebook than I have been doing on YouTube or Instagram. And I have been very heavily, if you followed me in the very, very, very past, that's all I've ever done was Instagram and YouTube. And my Instagram kind of got compromised in a way. That's another story for another time. And then my YouTube, of course, you guys are seeing some of my results of what's going on with my YouTube world. It's not going so well because I can't be live on a whim like I have been, and I can't just... And editing is just kind of that way for me too. I cannot edit a YouTube video to save my life right now. My girls are 4 years old, going to be 5 this year. I know that's hard to believe, but editing is the death of me. If I'm live, I'm live. And so, like I said, spread the word. But back to what I was trying to say about the Hangman, is that on the Hermit's Cave Facebook page is Hangman Week, and I've been seeing a lot of really good Hangman cards, and there are some that I've been just like, oh, that's cool. But apparently there's a controversy of, apparently the Hangman is known to show his pee-pee everywhere. I know that my one deck, if I could find it, the Druidcraft Tarot, his pee-pee is all over the place. But I'll see if I can find it real quick to show you. Behold the pee-pee. I'm actually kind of proud of my little pee-pee here. So, the reason why I censored his pee-pee and drew him in my own pee-pee, maybe I did it wrong and I should have put a leaf instead of another pee-pee. But the point of me drawing a pee-pee or censoring said pee-pee because apparently it angered a lot of people that his pee-pee was everywhere, and it almost made me laugh that they had to say something about his thing being indecent exposure on Hermit's Cave Facebook group, because honestly, I've been a part of this tarot community for a very, very long time. I've been actually part of this community longer than I've been married, and longer than my kids have been existed, and they're almost 5. Let's just put it that way. So I've been involved in and out of this tarot community for that kind of time. Part of it was my success on YouTube, and then the other part of it was me leaving YouTube for personal reasons, circumstantial reasons, but I'm trying to get back into the groove again so I could start doing readings. Beside the point. The point that I was trying to make is that I've been involved with this tarot community for many, many years, and on and off, and still behind the scenes, but being involved with the community in different ways. And I've never heard of anybody having a problem with pee-pee and tarot decks and or boobies that are tarot readers. I've heard it being problems with clients and stuff, and maybe, we should avoid this deck or that deck if we don't like certain things, or our clients don't like certain things, or we know who we're reading for. But I didn't think it was going to be a problem with other tarot readers or other card readers and collectors. So that to me, why I laughed so hard, even though it's not a laughing matter, and I don't laugh at anybody who thinks that pee-pee should not be, or boobies should not be part of tarot decks. I'm trying not to laugh at you. Please, understand. I am not trying to laugh at you, but I can't help myself laugh. But speaking of Druidcraft Tarot, I think I did draw a leaf this time, thinking that my anatomy of a PP might be good or not good, depends. I'm gonna save that one. But yeah, this Hangman, or this version of the Hangman, is my favorite Hangman of all time. I think in the past, in my favorite 22 favorites video, if you do check on the playlists or in my past videos several years ago, I did have favorite Hangmans. I think I either put in The Japri Tarot. No, I did. Hold on one second. I think for the video that I did do back in the day, for what is your 22 favorite Arcana cards, I forgot what it was, but you could look it up. Just look it up. I think I put the Llewellyn deck as my favorite Hangman. And this one was the enchantment of Dryford. I can't read that one, but I know it's Hangman. I forgot that one. I don't have the guidebook with me, and I can't. I think it's Dryford. Yeah, I think that's an F. That's a Dyfid. Yeah, enchantment of Dyfid is the Hangman for the Llewellyn deck. And I think I said at the time this was my favorite Hangman card. And or I would go ahead and the Japri deck. I did mention the Japri Tarot, or Japardi's Tarot, or whatever you want to call it. And I would cover his PP, but I think my doodles of a PP was more graphic than his. So I guess I could talk about this one like that. And I just think that I think one of those two were my favorite. I do really like, where did his stuff go? Another second. This is going to be the death of me, but, what is the name of this deck? Oh my. I am so unprepared. I know this. Oh my goddess. The Divisions Tarot. By Reed. Ooh. I'm drawing a blank here, everybody. Please forgive me. Okay. Eventually I'll get this all right again. I haven't been doing videos for a long time, and James R. Eads. Oh. And it was the Visions Tarot. Yeah, I think it's the Prisma Visions Tarot. I think I said one of these three when I did that faves video. And honestly, I think they are. I remembered also having the Mary L. Tarot being a thought in my head when I did that video back in the day. But I think a lot of creators, and James Ead being one of them, and the Japri Tarot, they have a very similar theme of drowned and being suspended. You know, like, he even was called drowned, poor guy. And this guy being the Hanged Man. And, of course, Hangman. But he didn't drown. So I guess the point that I'm trying to make is all around Hangman has not been my favorite artwork as far as the Facebook group page and or my tarot collection. Whatevers. But I think that also we should talk about the meaning of the Hangman Tarot. So when we were looking at some of my cards and my favorite decks and all that stuff, and that's what we were doing, hopefully. Without being live, unfortunately, I wanted to be live, but an hour and a half later, I said I had it. I was not going to do it anymore. And I know I keep complaining about it in this video, but you guys don't realize the struggle I had to do just to try to get my laptop to work and for it to not work. The struggle was real, man. The struggle was real. Hashtag give me 1,000 subscribers and we'll do live videos again. But, okay. I digress. We should talk about Hangman's meaning. What the meaning behind the Hangman is. The meaning behind Hangman is a suspended moment in space. A suspended moment in time. A place where you're caught up in a web. That's another great Hangman. Now that I'm thinking about it, there is a Hangman somewhere in my tarot collection where he is kind of caught up in a web and caught up in a suspended space. Another shout out, and I'm not going to dig it out right now, is the Los Scarabeo, what was it? The Tarot. Oh my gosh. Apocalypse Tarot. I really like how he was suspended from his chest doing this, what they call a Sundance. I think it's a Native American tradition where they put the hooks in the chest and they pull on the skin. I know that sounds very graphic now that I'm saying it out loud, but it's an intense meditative space and state that they put themselves in for a ritualistic purpose. And it's a suspended pause. It's a moment in time where you're just stopped what you are doing. I'm actually kind of in a very hangman kind of place and space in my life too, where everything is just kind of on hold. Your life is kind of on hold. You're kind of stopped. You're kind of stalled in a place where it could either be a good stall or a bad stall. But it's like that deep breath before the death. Oh. And that was next week's Tarot Week is the death card. And I cannot wait to see what other people say. And hopefully I could get a little bit more prepared for that one and get more cards out for that one so we could go over it together live. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Unfortunately, I would be longer chitty-chatting and all this other stuff, but because I'm not live and it took me an hour and a half to F with my settings and everything like that, I have to go. And I love you all, and I'm hoping to see you soon.